Hello, this is Move from Gamerdads.co.uk and the Gamerdads Retrocast here with another tech review for you. And being the date it is, it could only be one thing. It is this, the Nintendo 3DS, which I'm sure you guys have either read about or maybe you've even bought one already. If you haven't made a decision yet, this hopefully might help you. Now obviously this is going to be a very quick unboxing video. I want to get this on YouTube nice and quickly. However, you know, we are going to be very similar to the slew of unboxing videos that I'm sure are hitting YouTube today. Hopefully this will give you a slightly different perspective from a Gamerdads point of view. So, as you can see, I went for the aqua blue. It also comes in something called cosmic black, which basically it's not actually black, it's more of a black grey silvery kind of colour. Lots of glitter inside it. Both frankly look a little bit girly, so you know, I thought go the whole hog and go for the cosmic blue, greeny, paddling pooly kind of colour. Right, so switch to macro. My new catchphrase. Here's the box. It is Nintendo 3DS, Peggy 7, as you can see, and it's a very nice looking package. Actually, it's you know, it's kind of appley in its wording. I don't think you can quite see that the lighting, and I haven't got my proper studio lights on today, so I'm doing it in a hurry. Basically important, please read the instruction manual, blah blah blah. There's no game card included, blah blah blah. Violence, that's what we like to see. Anyway, other side. There's the front, there's the bottom. Parent and legal guardians, please read. Warning, the use of the 3D feature by children aged 6 and under may cause vision damage. Therefore, it is recommended that only children over 6 use the system in 3D mode. If children aged 6 and under have access to the system, parents or legal guardians should restrict the display of 3D images using the parental controls, i.e. please don't sue us, please don't sue us, please don't sue us, please don't sue us, please don't sue us. They're just covering their own arse, I believe. Anyone who remembers the Virtual Boy, obviously, any Retrocast fans out there will remember that. My quest to get one at last year's replay, getting beat out by one of the Gadget presenters, but that's another story. That did basically melt your eyeballs when you were playing with it. This is not so bad. I played this a couple of months ago. At a secret location, which I cannot say because for want of getting a person in trouble. And yes, it's a good little effect. Anyway, this set includes the console. You get a charging station cradle, AC adapter, a metal stylus included. Very impressed. 2GB SD card, which, yeah, they're quite cheap and available online now, but it's a nice little inclusion. And then your AI cards, which is a very cool feature of the system itself. I will show you that very quickly in this review, but I'll do a separate in-depth review of the AI cards themselves. So let's get this box open, because I've been babbling quite a lot. As you can see, 2 little stickers there and there. So take that off there. Come up, and that off there, and little flap, and another little flap, and that basically the whole thing comes undone like so. Inside we have a tray with all your paraphernalia, your AR cards, pin number for Nintendo Club, and obviously your manuals, which actually with this system, as you can probably, let's get the camera on, probably see there, is quite a hefty manual, this one. Very surprising. Put those to one side for a moment, and then inside here you get AC adapter. We'll take that out in a moment. And then, oops, the 3DS itself, let's put that to one side just there. Take the, I believe this comes out like this. Yes, there you go. So that comes out like that. And inside here you will find the charging cradle, which I've not actually seen yet. So there you go. You plug your AC adapter into the back there. and the whole thing clicks on, which is a nice little touch. I like that. You don't necessarily have to use this. You can just plug the cable into the back of the DS. I've seen that online already. But I don't know, it's nice to put that on your bedside cabinet. Click, away you go. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Let's get rid of the box. Okay, and here's the main event. Whoops, upside down. And there's my ugly mug in the reflection. Hello. Yeah, as you can probably see with the camera, this is going to be a bitch to for the camera here. This is quite a nice, hopefully the camera's picking this up quite well. This is kind of a greeny, bluey, turquoisey, paddling pooly kind of colour. This is kind of shiny, glitter and things like that. Open it up, and you've got the 3DS itself, a widescreen display here, camera, front facing, a lovely little thumbstick. Hope you can see that there. Very, very nice that. The usual Game Boy style D-pad, tried, tested and true, and your usual DS stroke Game Boy Advance style button layout. Power, start button, home button, and select. I like the start and select, very NES-like, but then that's me. On the back, you got all the logos and the bump, painting issues, blah blah blah. The pen itself is hidden in the back and extends. It's a nice little metal pen. I believe the last incarnation, the DSi XL, did have a pen like that. So there you go. On the back there, cartridge slot. This will take the DS games and the 3DS games. AV in, plug your cable straight in, or again into the charging station, left and right bumper buttons, and there you go. On the front, headphone jack, power indicator, charging indicator. On the side, ooh, focus damn you, very handy wireless activator, wireless charger. So you flick that up, sets on the Wi-Fi rather than having to go through lots of different menus on the actual DS itself. Very handy. Volume control just there. SD card slot, so as you can see, you open it up, it does actually come with an SD card inside. Whoops, take that out if I can. And it's just a box standard Toshiba 2 gig SD card. You can put any SD card in there. I'm probably going to replace that with an 8 gig one that I've got lying about. Plenty of storage. And there we go. So, main event. Let's turn this on. Shut the volumes up. Now, it does take a second to boot up. Now, I'll admit, I couldn't contain myself for this review, so I have actually already opened it and done the setup. It is kind of boring. The first screen you see is setting up the the menus. You can set up a gamer tag like Xbox Live, etc. As you can see there, touchscreen is the same as a normal DS, and then you've got a widescreen on the top. You won't be able to see this with the camera instead of the 3D, but on here there is a slider, which I don't know if that camera's going to pick up the fuzziness. That's the all-important button. Instead of going to menus, you can just select the 3D on, full, half, or anywhere in between, depending on your eyes on the fly. It is very effective. It is too. So, you see, this is you put the 3D right up. I'm not sure if you're able to see this on the camera, but that actually, you have to see it to believe it, which is kind of a hard selling point for the DS itself. You can't describe how this looks. This actually is concave now, like that, and the boxes are just floating out here and spinning around. Very, very good. But I think that's the main problem Nintendo are going to have with this in terms of the hard sell. The only way you're going to be able to see the 3D without glasses and imagine what it actually looks like is to actually have one in your hands. And well, as you can see there, look, I've tapped it. There's accelerometers inside it as well, so you tap it, that spins it around, give it a shake, etc. But yeah, as I was saying, you're going to have to actually see it for yourself, which a lot of shops. I actually bought this from Tesco, very good tip. It's $1.75 in Tesco, it's the cheapest one I've seen. But they were not allowed to actually have one out to review for customers to look at. So that's going to be kind of tricky, you know, like Emperor's New Clothes. You just got to believe the salesman when you say it looks great, but you won't know that until you get it home, which is a bit of a ball ache. Anyway, on the bottom here, very Wii-esque. In fact, let's get the pen out. You can use the D-pad, but right. On here, Wii-like, you can make this different sizes, as you can see. Lots of little pen, and as you download more things, they appear here. So you can do that, and you can, you know, so we've got all things built in. So we have got health and safety information first up. That's where your game cartridge appears. Camera. There are 2 cameras on the back. I forgot to show you that on 2, so you can actually take VGA quality 3D pictures. They are very good. Again, there's no point me showing you that. There's the camera there. Hello. There's no point me actually showing you that because you can't see it on the screen, so it's kind of pointless. Press the home button to get back to the start. MP3 player with a nice little thing. Again, stick it on SD. It will take MP3 and AAC format music, so if you've got your iTunes, bang them on an SD card, this will play it. Then you've got, like the Wii, you've got Me Maker, same music. Me Plaza, just like the Wii, where you can swap Mii's with your friends, etc. AR games for the cards, which I'll show you in a second. Face Raiders, very good fun, this one. Load this up. This one, you basically take a photo of yourself. It makes it into a little game character, and you can be standing in the middle of the room, and you actually have to move the camera around. It uses the external camera and overlays game characters to shoot. Let's turn the sound down a bit so you can hear me. So yeah, I'll give you a very, very, very quick demo of this and play level 1. And yeah, so you can have the outer or the inner. There's me. Hello. Right, so eyes. Whoop. Load this up. Right, so get an idea. Is this face okay? Yes. Now, check this out. It knows I'm a man. Always helpful. And boom. And you get the idea with that. Now, obviously, not much in the studio here, but little critters appear. Look, there you go. And you shoot them. You can't quite see them on the screen, but you can look all around you, 360 degrees. This can be very good fun on the tram, etc. Anyway, if you're on the tram or the train, you'll be shooting people in the face. They appear from behind chairs and on people's faces, and yeah, it's great little fun actually. I'll do a proper review of that later. And I'm back. So, going back from Face Raiders, you've also got activity log there. Download play, which is like a Wii Shop, and also download, you know, like the DS download play when you're playing 2-player. And some settings, which, you know, self-explanatory. Download play, that isn't actually switched on yet, which I'm very shocked at. Day one, you'd think that the shop would be online. Eventually, you will be able to download original black and white Game Boy games onto this thing. I might download a few for a laugh. Obviously, I've got a massive collection already. Anyone who's seen the Retrocast will know. But I think it'd be nice to have some on here, and obviously other Game Boy games, and I'm sure like the Wii will have the Mega Drive and the NES and the SNES and Neo Geo and stuff like that. Obviously do my research first. The activity log's an interesting one. There is accelerometers in here, as you know. When you go on standby, you got it in your pocket, it actually measures the steps you take when you're walking around with the thing, so, and then translates that into in-game currency. So certain games you might have coins that you buy power-ups with, for example, and it'll give you more coins to buy power-ups with. It's also got the Street Pass section on here when you're on standby, meaning that when you pass someone in the street with a DS that's also on standby, you automatically, without you pressing anything, you swap game data. Almost like the characters in your game might have a battle, for example, like Top Trumps or something, and you can win prizes in the games that way. Very interesting to see how developers will make use of that tech. But for now, let's show you a quick game quickly, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, we're back. So, as you can see, as any Nintendo fanboy. I'm not really a fanboy really, but I'm going to buy a Nintendo first party title with the launch. There's not much in the way of games, like decent first party games out at the moment, as you've probably seen in the shops. A lot of them are coming in the next couple of months in the summer. So obviously I've got Pilot Wings. This is basically Wii Sports Resort Island, if you played Wii Sports Resort with the Wii Motion Plus, but with, you know, Pilot Wings kind of missions on it, you know, jetpack, plane, and hang glider, etc. I'll do a proper review of this later, but you know, that's what the package looks like. Inside, the cartridges are very much like the original Nintendo DS cartridge. There's the DS one, Super Scribblenauts, get it. There's Pilot Wings. The only difference is, look, same size, except for this rather strange appendage here. Not sure what all that's about. Again, maybe for my proper review I'll do some research. Anyway, much the same as any SD card, everything goes in the back. Ta-da! And there's Pilot Wings. Again, this plane, you can't see this. If I do that, this plane is now floating about an inch, like it's floating above the touchscreen to me. And the background is like concave again. Very impressive looking. Switch back to 2D because otherwise the camera's not going to pick it up. This is what the loading screen looks like. The thing I've noticed about the 3DS, it does have loading times, so anyone who's used to instant loading of cartridges, this might come as a shock. Not massive loading times, but they're there. And there's Pilot Wings. There you go. Again, this is quite an impressive vista when you put it on 3D. Zooms right in, everything looks closer, far away, stuff sticking out. It's like you can reach into the screen. Very good. But again, this is a quick unboxing. Well, it's turning quite a long unboxing, but you get the idea with that. Well, as you can, obviously we've come back to the start here. My initial impressions of this, very, very positive. The thumbstick here is absolutely fantastic. You can get your hands on one in real life, do so. It just flicks back and forth. It's kind of flat, but it's analog as well. You know, it's very sensitive, very, very good. The general build quality of this thing is brilliant. It feels, it's heavy, but it's not heavy in a cumbersome way. It feels just about the right weight for something of, let's face it, its considerable price when you consider you can get an Xbox or a PlayStation for the same price. But it's very, very well built. The 3D is just, it's a game changer. It's astounding. Whether it will be a you know, flash in the pan as a part of the you know, the craze that's going on, and like the 70s and the 60s and 50s, etc. When it comes around every 10 years or so, it might disappear as fast as it's come. I think it's probably here to stay if they keep working on technology like this, especially TV screens. But brilliant you know, build quality there, brilliant 3D. It takes, each game I've found does take a little bit of getting used to with the 3D. If you slide it all the way up, play it for quite a long time, it does actually make you feel quite queasy in my experience. I found about 2/3 of the way up, about there, to be about right. It depends on the person's eyes. I mean, my wife can't really see it very well at all. She only puts it a little bit. She can see a little bit, but to her eyesight it's quite fuzzy. I've tried it on my parents, my dad who is in his 60s, my mum and my mum who's in her 50s. They each can see it on different settings. I'm sure as I go, I'm going to take it to work, try it on a few people at work and see, and I think we'll find that each person will be different, so don't be afraid to have a play with it when you actually get it. But yeah, I like it. It's very, very good. The AR on this is absolutely fantastic. In fact, I'm probably going to cut to a quick demo of this now just to give you an idea. Again, I will do in-depth reviews, proper reviews of each section of the DS and also the game itself, so watch for those coming in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, let's cut to the air to show you what that is. You won't be able to see the 3D of course, but you'll get the general idea and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, and here we go. There's the DS. These are what comes in the box, AR cards. And if we take these out, you get these quite non-assuming looking picture cards. What are these, I hear you ask? There's some Pigments. There's Metroid, Kirby, Zelda, or Link, should I say, Mario, and a question mark box. These are literally just pieces of cardboard. Personally, that's one criticism I'd say. Look, these are quite cheap. If your kids get all of these, they're going to get destroyed. I'm having to hide these away from my daughter because, you know, she'll just rip them or she'll, you know, put them in her mouth. I'm imagining that replacement ones of these won't come cheap. I prefer these to have been like credit cards, plasticky ones. I guess Nintendo were trying to, you know, make savings somewhere. But yeah, this would be better as like a thin plastic, really, so it'll last for a long time. If you're going to hold on to this for a long time and it's going to be become a retro console in a good few years, you want these to be in good nick. That being said, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pick this up with the camera, but okay. So you place the card on here. Switch back to macro. Now, if you come across, you can see augmented reality. So, put the sound on a little bit so you can hear it. It's probably going to load a bit. Right, so 6 AR cards. Take out the question mark box card. Place it on a flat surface. I have. Well lit area, blah blah blah. About 35 centimeters. Well, yeah, it's about right. Now, watch this. Put the card there. Hold it. It's searching for it. This is going to be a proper fail, actually. I think I can see it now. Joys of live video. See if we can. Haha, right. Video fail. Obviously I've not got the studio lights on, so what I'm going to try and do is use the light from this to get a bit of light, and it should pick it up. So let's try this again. So there we go, straight away. You do need to have these cards very well lit. So you can see here it's telling the distance. That's the right distance. Now watch this. You guys can't really see that, but can you see there's a little target and a box? That box is sticking up from the card. You can't see it on a flat video monitor screen, obviously, but that looks like there's something solid standing on top of the card in real life. It's very surreal, but very, very effective. So let's choose shooting. Now that looks like there's a big box sat on the table now. And can you see that? So you've got a target there. And you can actually walk around this in real time. Obviously the camera's fixed so you can't come with me. But as you walk around the table, you can see behind that tree. There's a target behind that tree, for example. And you can walk around the table. Can you see it's made, it looks like a hole? If you look down that hole, there is a target down there. To me, on the 3DS, that looks like it's a good 40-50 centimeters deep physical hole in the table. It's very, very surreal. Obviously, it's something I can't really convey on a camera. They look, and it looks like a lift's just come up out of the table. Looks like the table's spun around now, so you can physically see that. But so you got one there. Now watch this. Whoa. Now the table's warping and the whole thing's sticking, looks like it's sticking up and down. You get the general idea. It's very hard to imagine how that looks unless you've got it in real life, but it's pretty damn cool. Right, so this is the Nintendo 3DS review. Very quick overview. I'm going to be a bit more detailed. I know this video's gone quite a long time, but then again, anyone who knows me knows I babble quite a lot. very, very good piece of kit. I like this a lot. I'm glad I bought it. Be interesting to see the new software, especially looking forward to Kid Icarus, you know, the remake, reimagining of that. And I'm sure there'll be a decent Mario game along at some point, hopefully not a remake of Mario 64 again. I can't take it. Very, very good system. And from a parent's point of view, yes, the disclaimers, if you will, are worrying. I have a 3-year-old. She likes playing on the DS herself, under supervision, of course. I think the 3D, I'm a bit wary of letting do it on full blast. But I did let her play the face shooty game thing that I showed you very briefly. She absolutely thought it was the best thing she'd ever seen when a photo of her turned into a 3D floating ball and started chasing around the room. She thought it was hilarious. Very good, but I think I'd certainly let your kids do the 3D part in moderation. Maybe on half power or something like that, but especially pre 4, 5, 6, as anyone's done any research will probably aware, there's a lot of medical professionals out there that say that the eyes are still developing, and anything that could potentially cause eye strain at that time of life could cause some permanent damage. There's no proof either way though, but just be wary of that. But yeah, apart from that, very good system, very well built, very nice. Be good to see what other colours are coming in. Do go out and check one out. I'd certainly say try before you buy. If you can find someone that will take it out of the box for you and let you play with it and actually play some software with it. But I think once you see the 3D without glasses, your jaw will be dropping to the floor and you'll want one straight away. Definitely try and get one sub £200 though. I always said I wouldn't pay over £200 for it. I haven't. I'm glad I didn't. Anyway, this is the Nintendo 3DS review, stroke unboxing, stroke Babylon-a-thon. I've been Moobit. I work for Gamerdads.co.uk and also make the Gamerdads Retrocast. Please do check out our channels. Our personal channel is youtube.com/Moobit, Moobit. The Gamerdads channel is youtube.com/GamerdadsUK, and the Retrocast spin-off channel, the Retro Gaming channel, is www.youtube.com/RetrocastUK. Also, do check out our forums on Gamerdads.co.uk. Friendly forums of gamers just like you, really. People my age, people your age. Some people are dads, some people aren't. But, we get together and play online games in a sort of fun and friendly and, non-pressure, sort of clanny type environment. So hopefully enjoy that and hopefully see you on there. Till then, this is Moobit, signing off. Thanks for watching.